Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Amparucci and it's my birthday week, so I decided to make myself a cake. For this cake I went with a woodland floral theme and I used Russian piping tips for most of the flowers. The tools and ingredients that I use in this video will be linked down below in the description box. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to give it a big thumbs up and click down below and subscribe to my channel. Also click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post new videos. To start off, I'm using my chocolate mud cake recipe and I'm just crushing Oreos into the batter and mixing it. If you want my chocolate mud cake recipe, I will be leaving a link right here on the top of the screen and also in the description box below. This was a pretty small tiered cake, so I divided the batter into 3 4-inch cake pans and 3 6-inch cake pans. Once my cakes were done baking, I let them cool completely, removed them from the cake pans, and leveled off the dome tops of each one. Now I'm going to fill and stack my cakes with some chocolate ganache. This ganache was just equal parts of heavy cream and equal parts of semi-sweet chocolate chips, boiled together, then cooled and whipped to make a whipped ganache buttercream. Here I have my top cake tier cake board and I just made a hole through the middle of it so that I'm able to put my support through it. I'm using a jumbo straw as a support to keep both cake tiers together. I like using jumbo straws instead of dowels. They're much easier to work with. I get mine on Amazon. I will be leaving a link down below in the description box. Here I have my Russian piping tips. This is actually my first time ever using these. And I'm using a super easy frosting recipe with no food color required to get these colors. All you need is candy melts. So I will be leaving the link down below in the description box as well if you want this easy recipe. I have a light red, a darker red, and a green color. Now the key to using Russian piping tips is that you need super stiff buttercream. I'm using a ganache in this case, which is pretty stiff. It just needs to keep getting refrigerated after every use because your hands do warm the ganache and it does soften it. So make sure that you're using a really stiff consistency buttercream if you want to achieve those beautiful Russian piping tip flowers. Now I tried adding my flowers onto the cake 2 different ways. I piped them directly onto the cake and then I piped them onto some parchment paper, let them freeze, and then transferred them onto the cake. And I feel that both ways worked pretty well. And here, as you can see, I was struggling with my ganache. It wasn't stiff enough, so I had to let it refrigerate and keep piping again. With the Wilton tip number 32, which is the small shell border, I just added some cute little shell drops with pink ganache buttercream. Then with the green ganache buttercream, I used the leaf tip that came with the Russian piping tips, and I just added leaves throughout the cake. With a sharp fondant tool, I am going to draw the lenticels on the cake. And I had no idea what this was called. I had to Google this, but the little lines and rings on trees are called lenticels. So that's what I'm going to be drawing on with the fondant tool. And also your buttercream or ganache needs to be stiff in order for you to be able to do this. I'm doing the direction of the lines for the top cake horizontally, and I'm gonna do the lines for the bottom cake vertically, just to give it a little textural contrast. These were some of the flowers that I piped onto parchment paper, let freeze, and then added onto the cake. And this beautiful woodland inspired floral cake is complete. It's so beautiful. I love the contrast between colors, and I just love the rustic effect of the cake. I hope that you guys loved this cake as much as I did and enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And keep watching to watch me cut into this beautiful cake. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out these other cool videos.